Hello, ladies. Or should I say, ho, 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 ladies.
Oh, hello.
The holidays are sneaking up faster than your fourth cup of peppermint mocha. And you might be still just agonizing over, debating what to get your guy. Don't worry, we have the perfect gift. Forget the cliche gifts like socks or ugly sweaters or golf balls. Mops loves a golf ball.
Mops does love a golf ball, and never mind, that's going to come off wrong. I was going to say, and he's been begging me to come play with him, and I was like, never mind, which he has been, but it'll come out wrong in the context of this.
He loves Melisa, wants Melisa to come play with him in his golf balls. Get him something he'll actually love and use. The Chairman Pro package from Manscaped. It's like the Rudolph of grooming, guiding him to the smoothest, irritation-free shave of his life. Trust me, he'll look so good, you'll be taking all the credit at every holiday party.
Head over to manscaped.com and join the over 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by using code DON'TBLAMEME for 20% off plus free shipping.
Gift your man the ultimate grooming experience by Manscaped and get him the Chairman Pro package for the holidays. It's a thoughtful and practical gift that he'll actually use and love. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code
Don't Blame Me at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code Don't Blame Me at manscaped.com.
Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Discover a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Come to me.
Focus Features invites you to succumb to the darkness.
Nosferatu.
From director Robert Eggers comes a masterpiece of horror.
He is coming. This creature is a force more powerful than evil. It is death itself.
Nosferatu. Rated R. Under 17 not admitted without parent. Only in theaters Christmas Day. Special engagements in Dolby and IMAX.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a wholesome family show.
Uh-huh.
That
Fisting
part's...
Friday.
And you know what
Because
that is?
we're here.
Fist bump.
So wholesome.
Incredibly wholesome. But, you know, if you're with young children, I would say maybe this is just like a you time listen.
Mm-hmm. This is for self-care for adults.
I love that. What's your adult self-care? Are you still into your light bright?
Oh, that's where we're going.
No, Melissa, we're in the first 15 minutes. We've been over this. We had to restart the podcast episode.
I really enjoy sitting. Like sitting, standing in the sun. On my lunch breaks or whenever I'm taking a break, going in my big arch window in my living room and opening the curtains and usually sipping a beverage just like this.
In a gorgeous mug.
This is, and it's like as big as my head.
That's the kinds of mug I like.
Me too, because I was, I carry around now my own.
What the fuck? Oh, what are you drinking? Are you matcha
I'm drinking. Now? No. I'm not a.
I was like,
matcha
first of
person.
all, you can't do caffeine like that.
For people that can't see, this is a electric whisk
Frother. Well, frother might not be a word. That might just be what I call it.
And that is one of the things. It usually says like electric whisk frother, milk frother, something. Yeah. It's listed like that. And so, and it's got a little USB charge. So it's always at the most highest capacity when you use them. And then I've been drinking, as this says, everyday dose. And it is, this is not sponsored, by the way. I just love this product. So it says coffee plus, but it's very low in caffeine, like extremely low to the point where I can drink it because usually caffeine keeps me up for days and I can't do a bunch of caffeine. And so this is, it says 80% less caffeine than regular coffee. And so it's also got mushrooms, but like not the psychedelic kind. Collagen, protein, and amino acids. It's lots of amino acids. Keeps me sharp, keeps me focused, gives me a little bit of boost.
Is that last word a made up word?
I don't know.
Because to me, it's feeling very Joe Rogan. Like, and I don't know if there's like an actual like scientific definition and categorization of it, or if it is just like a superfood word.
So I typed it in, and
the word is from nootropics.
Nootropics. I typed it in, and it is real. The National Library of Medicine popped up. So
say less.
There is an article on nootropics as cognitive enhancers, type diagnosis, and side effects of smart drugs. So, and they say smart drugs are a diverse group of medicinal substances whose actions improve human thinking, learning, memory, especially in cases where functions are impaired.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't relate to that at all. My brain works totally fine all the time. I don't have a psychiatrist. I'm not on medication that I take every single day. Like, no. Like, if you did a scan of my brain, it would fire off in the appropriate way, in the appropriate areas. And no one would ever be like, hey, there's this, you know what they would call me? They'd call me typical. They'd call me absolutely typical.
Not neuro.
No.
Atypical.
No. They would say, you're not divergent at all. You are on the straight and narrow path.
Sure,
absolutely
Meghan.
Perfect, flawless, wonderful. Nothing deviating from the textbook assumptions of what we think your brain is going to do. So, yeah.
Okay. But this is what I walk around with now all the time, including some agave.
I just love how like we both get into just eras of like what we want to do and how consumed that's going to be of us. So like, you know, you had your nut milk era, you had your infusing era.
I'm still in that. I'm still doing all that. I just don't talk about it as much because it's the same thing over and over again.
But you then need to find something like
new.
Once it becomes a habit, then you're like, well, now I need a new little fun thing to look forward to.
Yes. And so I've been mixing, well, I'm not home now. I'm in Arkansas right now, but I have been mixing my nut milks with this too because
what does it taste like?
Together. It tastes just like coffee. Like it just tastes like coffee. That's it.
I don't know why I thought it would taste different if it doesn't have as much caffeine. Because I guess decaf coffee still tastes like coffee.
It still tastes like coffee.
I've never had decaf though.
I have, and it tastes exactly like coffee. I remember one time I was at a coffee shop, and because like I said, caffeine and me are not friends. I mean, we are friends if I wanted to just be awake.
Make a drink for someone else.
Yeah, or be awake for a week.
Yeah.
And so I ordered decaf because I like the taste of coffee. And I love a lavender latte. It wasn't really to my face because she had taken my order, but she was talking to the person. I was standing directly in front of her, but she was talking to the person next to her that worked there. And she goes, I don't know why people order decaf. And I was like, at least say it so I can't hear you. You're just talking in your regular voice, looking at taking my money, but talking to the person next to you.
That's rude. Does decaf still make you poop?
Not
in the same way.
I don't know really because my stomach, it just fluctuates all the time.
Relatable.
Yeah, but my dad has these Metamucil fiber gummies and I've been having some good poops. Recommend.
Okay. I have been doing fiber gummies in general. I didn't have to do one today because Mott's thought we were out of almond milk, even though we had a full carton. So I woke up and he had ordered coffee bean.
Not gonna be home.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he ordered coffee bean, and coffee bean without fail. I just don't think they clean their blenders that well. Without fail, I'll have a tummy ache. It'll taste really good. It is like worth like my tummy's a little bit off. Mm-hmm. The way that I can't have a coffee bean if we have plans to leave the house that day. Like I will poop no less than 6 times in a day.
Yeah, I haven't had those problems.
Oh.
So maybe decaf doesn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
but this blend of everyday dose, again, not sponsored, but love you.
I'm very open to it.
It says that it has stuff for gut health in here too.
I believe you.
But it's good. I feel like I've been more on looking at our episodes because I've been about 3 weeks now looking at our episodes. When I review back, I'm like, I feel like I'm more on with it. Even last week when we were traumatized, but also I had only had like 2 hours of sleep.
We were delirious. Like,
yep.
Just absolutely, I felt like batty. Like, I felt like I was a bat in the middle of the night, and I felt like I was stuck in a home. Like, and I was like hitting the windows, hitting the walls, and I don't feel like I've been the same since. I will say I am quite sleep deprived today. I think I took one of my focus gummies, so we'll see if that
I did too. I
works.
Used them all together.
She's gonna get horny.
No. I didn't do the brain ones. Didn't do the
yeah,
brain
but
ones.
I don't know. When you were talking about when we were reading about the definition of nootropics, that feels like that could be some crossover.
Look, I've been doing this combo for 3 weeks now, as I said, so we're good.
Oh, yeah, so you know you're not feeling
a little extra buzz. I don't want that while I'm here. I can't really do anything about it.
No, that would be like an inopportune time to just suddenly feel like, you know what I'm craving? No, actually. Now when I have the word craving in a sec, like...
It's my fault because it wasn't in the actual call. I was the one that used the word.
Yeah, but it was
the
right word to use because it was incredibly fitting.
If you don't know what we're talking about, listen to our Don't Blame Me from last week. I'm glad everybody else is in with us now.
Are you wearing our new merch?
I am.
Okay, I need to order that one because I didn't, because we had samples from the other company and this one's better than our other sample.
Yes, I was looking at what you ordered and I was like, why didn't you order everything? Because your price was low. And I was like,
I don't know why. I'm gonna order the rest. I am gonna order the rest. You're right.
As I was doing the accounting, I was like, what?
If I ordered less, it would get here quicker.
No, I think it'll be there like today or tomorrow. Did you check? Because I got my stuff.
Hoping.
I got my order thing saying it had shipped, and it shipped to Arkansas within 2 days. So I feel like you should be getting yours today.
Mine says it's on its way to UPS.
They're like in Whittier, I think.
I know. And I'm like, can I just swing by and grab it? I like get so annoyed when it's like literally based in LA. And I'm just like, come on. So if I don't get it today, though,
what time do you leave tomorrow?
Like 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah. But it's all good. Like the tops, like they're very good, very soft, very cozy. Yeah. The pants, they have pockets. I didn't realize that.
Oh, Melissa, there was no way I was going to let us release sweatpants that don't have pockets. That is the bane of my fucking existence as someone who always needs things. I always have to carry things. I need a tissue. I need my glasses. I need my phone. And I need fucking pockets because if I don't, I lose more things because I just set them down in random fucking areas. The other day, I almost put no, this is actually really embarrassing. I shouldn't say it.
Sure.
My meds had worn off. Not that I take medication because my brain works totally typically.
Okay, so your ADHD medicine, what about
Exactly. I almost put my phone into the Instant Pot full of boiling soup because I had the ladle in one hand and the phone in one hand.
Your brain wasn't computing.
No, it wasn't the ladle. It was, I had the coconut cream I was pouring in and I had my phone. And I caught myself and I was like, Megan, what the slow down. My mom always tells me, he's like, slow down. Maybe you should get some everyday dose. The creator of it also has ADHD. I actually wouldn't know what that's like at all. I was wondering, I was like, maybe I should get those weighted bangles that everyone uses to be working out all the time. But I'm like, maybe if there's a physical weight and restraint on me, it'll make me consciously think about moving slower.
I think it will work for about 2 months and then you'll get too used to it. And then that'll be the end of it.
Yeah. It's tough out here.
Oh, I also know what I'm getting you for Christmas because I found out that someplace here has something that you want, that you've talked about, and I will be purchasing it when I go to the store.
Fucking great. I still have no idea what I'm getting you.
Yeah, well, and I also didn't get you a birthday present because I asked you what you wanted and you never gave me a full answer because you said you were going to think on it.
And I apparently thought so long and hard I forgot.
But I might get you this in 2 different colors. for birthday and Christmas.
Oh, okay. I'm very into this.
When you have friends that are buyers at certain places, you can get certain things.
Damn, if only my memory was great and I could remember where everybody works.
You don't know her.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I'm like racking my brain. I was like, travel agent. No. Dollar Tree has shut down. No. What else?
Nope. This is my friend that I won't tell you because, I mean, it wouldn't give anything away. But I've been using, she has an incredible home gym. And I've been using.
Is that where you were posting that video of you running where you look like you're in a goddamn fucking spaceship?
Yes.
I was like, where? I wondered if you were at that gym that you got that like day pass membership to like a couple years ago when you went.
No, because they converted that into a church.
Well, God bless. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that. What do you know? We actually don't have enough in this world. Churches. Yeah. We do not have enough
especially
churches.
A mega church.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but there's so many micro and mini. Why have a micro mini church when you can have a mega church?
You can take over a brand new gym that had opened for a year.
Yeah.
That had incredible state of the art equipment. And you were like, you know what? You guys are right next door to us. Let's just take it.
Hey, maybe God told them to.
Not my God, I can tell you that.
Well, no, of course not. Because it's a mega church. Their God is also somehow a
Satan.
pastor and also
Donald Trump.
And balding and a total bigot and also probably has very large veneers.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yep. But yeah, my friend has like a full gym in her 3-car garage. And it's around the corner from my parents, so
fuck yeah.
Less than 2 minutes away. Thanks, Lauren.
Shout out Lauren. That's sick. I love that.
I took a full body picture of my
did I miss that?
One of the 2-piece sets. It might not be on. I think it's gone from Instagram now, but I'll send it to you because it was cute.
Was it yesterday? How did I miss that?
I don't know. I put it on our Instagram post too.
What?
Like our joint Instagram.
I don't see anything.
Because it's gone now. It's been 24 hours. It was in the stories.
You posted it before I posted the votes?
Yep.
So you posted it in the morning?
Nope, it was at night. After I worked out.
Oh, not last night, the night before.
I just sent it to you though.
Okay, I want to see. Shut the fuck up. That's really cute. That gym is insane, Melissa.
Yeah.
I already know it's expensive. Look at that. That ceiling's expensive. Wow. I love that for you. We are so excited to let you know that this podcast is brought to you by Thrive Cosmetics. Now, we are slowly but surely inching our way into fall in Los Angeles. And I mean inching.
So slowly.
So slowly.
Maybe millimetering. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so, because when I look outside, I go, oh my God, look at all these brown, crispy leaves that have fallen to the ground and they're crunchy and I can prance around in them, except for not too long because it's still 85 degrees out.
Right.
You know, it's that. So I have to find other ways to get excited for fall, like my makeup. And for me, I have been keeping it very simple, especially on my off days when I'm not filming. And even if I am filming, I'm like dialing it back, doing something very simple like mascara and a lip tint, which is exactly what I'm wearing today. And you guys can't see me, but you should know I'm wearing the ad that we're talking about. So thank you, Thrive.
She looks good. And when we got on camera, I was like, what have you been doing today? Because I know we rarely leave our homes.
Yeah, and I didn't leave my home. I just happened to have a little fun at my makeup desk.
And Thrive inspired that. As y'all know, fall. Y'all know that I am a person that's like, we don't talk about fall until it's fall. And now is it officially fall? Then we can talk about it. And I can talk about how much I am looking forward to switching up my summer routine for makeup and moving into more autumn-inspired creations. And Thrive makes that possible.
Thrive Cosmetics beauty products are certified 100% vegan and cruelty-free, made with clean, skin-loving ingredients, high-performance and trademarked formulas, and uncompromising standards. And it's easy to see why their best sellers have thousands of 5-star reviews.
We were sent some beautiful shades, including their precision lipstick crayon that we received. The color is called Stephanie. It looks amazing on me. It is like a brownish red color. I'm not a technical person. Thrive they're the professionals. They provide it. I see it. I like it. I wear it. It's fantastic. They also have their liquid lash extension mascara. Not only does it last all day, it doesn't clump. There's no smudging. There's no flaking. You look like you're wearing lash extensions without having to go to the salon and getting them put on.
And it completely comes off so easily with water, which is something that, as someone who has been a till death do us part waterproof mascara kind of girl, usually I have to soak my eyelashes and my eyelids for about 5 minutes every night. And then when I wake up in the morning, I still look like a raccoon. And I'm like, and I got to do it again in the morning. So knowing that I can have that great long lash, voluminous and lengthened look, and then washing it off just as easy with water, it sounds like a dream. And it's got nourishing ingredients that help support longer, stronger, and healthier looking lashes over time. TBT to that time I was curling my lashes on your couch and they got stuck, and then I broke off half my lashes, and I was like, oh, we can't actually talk about this. And you're like, it's fine, we'll pretend it never happened.
And I forgot it happened until right now.
I thought it happened again the other day, and that was pre-Thrive. So thank Thrive Cosmetics. Now I'm gonna be set. These lashes are not going anywhere.
Great. I love that. Not only does Thrive provide excellent products, Thrive also donates to 8 major causes, including those impacted by cancer, domestic abuse, and veteran and education organizations.
So brighten up your fall look with Thrive Cosmetics, luxury beauty that gives back. And right now you can get an exclusive 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/blame. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/blame for 20% off your first order.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can be a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help you find options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states. For many businesses, the holiday season can be both an exciting and stressful time. With so many balls in the air, one thing you definitely want to know you can rely on is how you're selling your products. And with Shopify, you can rest easy knowing it's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. And when it comes to successful brands like Aloe, Allbirds, or Skims, an often overlooked secret is all the things that go on behind the scenes that make selling, and for shoppers, buying, simple. For millions of businesses, if you take a peek behind that curtain, you'll see that Shopify is what makes it all possible. Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%. So that's more happy customers and way more sales going. It's true all the time, but especially this time of year, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use for Realm merch with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realm, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/realm to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/realm.
How do you feel about action-related Christmas movies? Do you like Die Hard?
I do like Die Hard. I enjoy it. You know that I don't like regular Christmas movies.
I know, but I'm like, what factors into the deviation from the regular? So we just watched Carry All the Way. Carrie.
Is that the one with The Rock and Chris Evans? And
that one was in theaters, and
it's home now,
and it was out of theaters.
It's still in theaters. Some theaters.
Well, it not really as much here, which is crazy considering we have so many movie theaters that like we get and like you want to see an A24 movie that is doing a 1 weekend theatrical release in 2 theaters. One of those theaters will be in Los Angeles.
Yes. But I opened Amazon because it's a Prime movie, I guess. And it said in theaters and at home. So it's now at home. You can watch it now. So I didn't know if you were watching it.
No, we didn't watch that one. We watched, so it's starring Taron Egerton, who...
Love from...
I love that boy.
What are those movies?
The Kingsman?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You know, we fuck with The Kingsman hard. He's also played Elton John. He's a beautiful singer. Gorgeous singer. He's a great actor. And Jason Bateman is the villain, which is perfect casting because I do find him incredibly villainous in every role he plays, even if that's not the intention.
If you ever seen Arrested Development, he is very much a villain of that show. He's meant to be the hero. That show's one of the best shows that ever existed.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it. But yeah, Mott's was saying, because I was like, it's
about 5 years ago.
Hey, we eventually get there. I eventually watched New Girl. I eventually watched that Hitchcock movie with Mott's. All those. But like, and I don't mean to say that like I don't like Jason Bateman or I don't think he's like talented or whatever. I just think that he plays this kind of role very well, even if it's not like written into it. Like he makes it like he's very believable as like this is a guy you would know who
he's got
like
layers.
Drives you fucking crazy and you're kind of like, God, I can't like you're just so, but in a way that because it feels real.
Yeah. Child actor too. Exactly.
And he plays like the villain in this, but it's about a TSA agent working on like Christmas. And as Taron Egerton described it on the Kelly Clarkson show, he was like, it's just like he has like the worst day at work. Like it is just the worst fucking day. And it is really, really good. Like, and I really liked it. And it was like action packed. I had to take a beta blocker because my heart was racing so much.
Oh no.
That's how you know. They did a really good job with it. Except I will say my only critique, and this has nothing to do with like the acting or whatever. I just probably would have picked a different airport to set it in because it was not pertinent that it and I think maybe it's because like it's supposed to be one of the busiest days of the year, obviously. And a huge airport, you know, high security, all that stuff. So they set it at LAX. This airport, like Matt was saying, he's like, well, pretty much almost all airports look alike. And I was like, totally, that's not LAX. It looks nothing like LAX. And specifically, they have things of like cars speeding and driving and like whipping into parking. And I go, see, that is,
do that in LAX
you can't do that. All. Like, it just doesn't
at all.
There's the way that like when she's like afraid she's about to get hit by a car, and I go, you can be stationary and the car can't hit you because the car's in bumper to bumper traffic. Mm-hmm. So like that was one where I was like, okay, I would have preferred if maybe we picked like I don't know, Chicago or even like Denver is like crazy, but there's all these different travel hubs. I'm like, I don't think it needed to be LAX because the interior was not LAX. The exterior,
I will say
not
though, LAX has 20 different interiors. So it could have been that remote terminal that
That's
I
what
go
Mott
to.
said. Mott said maybe it's that one that recently got redone. I was like, haven't been there.
Not even that one. The one that, well, that, but
the
also
one you take the bus
one
to?
that I have to take the bus to, which hopefully...
Well, this one was high tech. It looked like that gym you were working out in.
Okay.
I was like, I have been to this airport before, but like I just couldn't place it. It was New Orleans. But I was saying, I was like, this would actually be the most LA thing ever, though, to shut down an entire terminal and the whole front of the outside to be like, so sorry, travelers, we're shooting a movie. Like, I'm like, that would be so fitting.
So sorry, we've been building this new terminal for 20 years. I don't know how long it's been. I know it's been at least 13.
It's not done.
They were doing it when I was first moved here. They said there's going to be done next year.
Mott thought this was like the grand reveal of the new terminal at LAX. And I said, no, unfortunately, this is not even in California. So there we go. But
I haven't
it was
even
good.
heard of this movie.
It's really good. I think you'd like it. It's on, I love how they just don't tell you what it's on immediately. Netflix.
Okay.
It's good. I think it would be like a whole, like everyone would enjoy it.
Doubt my mom would.
Really?
She doesn't like action stuff.
Oh, your dad would enjoy it as a fellow daytime. I mean, not date. I do also love daytime, but as a fellow network procedural fan.
All he's been watching while I've been here is like
911.
Gunsmoke. No, things that came out when he was a baby. Things where I'm like, too much talking about capturing Native Americans.
I just pulled up Gunsmoke, and there's too many men for me to watch.
Yeah, all these shows have too many men. There was one episode where it wasn't even Gunsmoke. I forgot what it was, but he was like, yeah, they just showed the first episode. Haven't ever seen this. And I was like, yeah, because you weren't born. Forgot which one it was. It'll come to me later. But I was like, why is this all we're watching right now? This is all. All he's watching is very old, problematic things. And I was just, can we watch something else? Because I hear it in my head all day long.
So I tell Mott's that when he wants to watch those, I go, you can totally watch that. That's a small screen viewing experience. That's something where you can put your AirPods on and you can watch it on your phone. You are not, I don't want that as background noise. I don't even want that as like visual screensaver in the ambiance. I don't want that. Like, no. Unless there is 3 or more main character women, doesn't have to, I'm not even saying you have to pass the Bechdel test. They can be talking about men. They can be whatever. But like, I need us to follow some of these women home. You can't just have them only see them in the workplace or only see them when you invite them on dates. You can have that in the background. Otherwise, keep it on the phone.
One that he was watching the other day where everybody in town was shocked that there was a woman doctor that worked with animals. They didn't even say veterinarian. They were like,
a lady doctor.
A woman doctor. I don't even think they were saying ladies in this point in town in the wild, wild west.
They wanted to say doctor. Females.
Yeah.
It's female doctor.
We weren't there yet. We weren't there yet.
But they'd say it now.
If it was now.
Female doctor. What breed is the female? Is it a human?
Wild. I was like, how can you watch this stuff? But maybe one day in the future, I'm watching like New Girl and they're like, and the grandchildren are like, what are you watching?
That would be crazy.
I know.
I wouldn't be able to handle that. That would be.
Well, it's going to happen.
I know. I just hope that like the shows that like the kids watch are ones that I can stomach, because I know that like not to brag, I've always had fantastic like taste. Like I can go back and watch things that I loved as a kid and they're still really good. And like my dad, like he liked what I would watch. Like I liked As Told by Ginger. He loved As Told by Ginger. Like I wasn't watching like the animation. Some people really didn't like the animation. It wasn't even that.
It was, I wasn't even really watching it. I would hear it because Melanie would be watching it. Y'all are closer to the same age. So she would be watching it and I was like, these children are annoying as fuck.
Well, of course. There is not a show about children, specifically animated children, where one or more of them is not absolutely obnoxious.
Doug.
Unfortunately. Who's the girl on Doug? Because I was like,
Patty
wasn't
Mayonnaise.
she annoying?
No. She was cool.
Oh, I'm thinking of Hey Arnold.
Yes, Hey Arnold. But if you think about Hey Arnold a lot, Helga Pataki. If you think about Hey Arnold.
Melissa pulled that straight from the dome. That was impressive.
She came from a very abusive household. So like,
no, I know. It was incredibly stressful.
Yes.
That's not what I want my only female characters to be, annoying and also annoying because they're traumatized.
When we really think about her, she wasn't annoying. She was just projecting. And she was searching for love in the wrong places. So she had to be a bully because she couldn't really accept love, but she was in love with Arnold.
Much like Angelica from Rugrats.
Yes.
Because she had a workaholic mother. My favorite character from Rugrats, though, is obviously Cynthia. Or
Cynthia, like the
Emeka.
doll.
Cynthia, that used to be my ringtone. Cynthia, she's a really cool dancer.
But
Cynthia,
is she really
boogie
a
to the groove now.
She's just a doll.
Yeah, but I'm addicted to that song. And without Cynthia, that song would not exist. And then wasn't Emeka the pop star? Because that's why I named my Barbie.
Even like actual characters. Do you like Reptar too?
I really wanted that Reptar chocolate.
Riprar.
That looked so good.
That Reptar chocolate did look good.
Emeka, Rugrats. Yeah, Emeka is my other favorite character. She was the pop star. And I did name my favorite Barbie after Emeka. I'm on the rugratsfandom.com.
Susie was the best character, obviously.
Her? She had the best outfit. She had the best hair.
Best parents.
far and way the best.
I don't know if you remember watching the first episode where she was introduced.
She was always there for me in my mind.
She was introduced. She came, I think, a couple years later because she moved in. And her parents, her mom's a doctor, her dad is a TV show writer. And Stu.
Phil and Lil.
Yeah, Stu like walked in the house and mom was like, "Are you the plumber?" or something like that. And I was like, I love this reverse. Some may call it reverse racism. I call it reparations.
Yeah, as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I loved her. I also I loved the Rugrats in Paris movie. It does make me sob.
It's sad.
It's very sad.
Also, the just Rugrats movie where we got "Take Me There, I Wanna Go There, Take Me There, Let's Go There." Oh my gosh, you don't know this song? It's one of the best songs ever. It's Maya.
Oh, I'm thinking I do know. God, I could do a double feature, Rugrats and Rugrats in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the Wild Thornberrys?
No. Can't do it. It was on the background. It was another background show.
That's a horrible background noise show because, yeah, exactly. And like, unless you see it match with the visual, it's like, this is so foul. Like, it is just, it's grating to the ears. But I really enjoyed that, but I would get stressed out. I didn't like shows that were stressful.
Did you like Rocket Power?
Of course, I'm California born and raised.
Rocket Power was cool. They were cool.
Yeah.
Monsters. Real Monsters.
Real Monsters?
Yep.
Real Monsters.
That one.
No.
Visually,
no.
I feel like now, if I did it, I watched it while high, I would enjoy it immensely. They have one of the monsters literally carries his own eyeballs in his hands.
No, that has the same vibe and the same feeling it elicits from me as Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is sheer
I don't even
terror.
know what that is.
Oh, Melissa, it's a horror cartoon for children. Melissa, he lives in hell. I'm not kidding. It's literally the most
okay.
horrifying.
This is a Cartoon Network show. I don't think anything on Cartoon Network should be viewed by children without parental.
Wasn't Recess on Cartoon Network?
No, Recess was on ABC. Saturday morning cartoons, baby.
But also, what Powerpuff Girls. Not that I was allowed to watch them.
That shouldn't be watched by children unless supervised by an adult. They were regularly just beating the shit out of people.
And that's why I wasn't allowed to watch it, because it promoted violence. And good luck, because I'm an adult who promotes violence, and it's not even that I watched that growing up. It was who I am to my core. But yeah, it's what does they say? An anxious dog who lives with an elderly couple in a farmhouse in the middle of nowhere, a fictional town in Kansas. But it is like hell. In each episode, he's done repeatedly bizarre, frequently disturbing, and paranormal super adventures.
Yeah. When I looked it up, I did recognize it, because I thought that is it a grandpa, a dad? I thought he looked like Hey Arnold's grandpa.
Yeah. You know what I made Mott's watch like probably an hour worth of clips of is just the Proud Family and like compilations. And it's rare that you could find a show that's targeted and made initially for children, a compilation video of the best like jokes or bits from it, and show it to someone who is into their 30s as an adult who has never seen it before, and he was still laughing. I'm like, that's how you know the show is like actually good. It's not just like the nostalgia, like, oh, I did love this. Like, I remember watching this. Because there's some that I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to make someone watch or show someone. And I'm not delusional enough to think that, like, I love it for anything other than, like, the memories and the nostalgia. Mm-hmm. But that one is actually just... Sugar Mama is so fucking funny.
Sugar Mama looks exactly like my little mama.
Oh, I love
my grandmother. Because she was, like, 4'9".
Mm-hmm.
Had the same hair.
I love that. Like,
walked around the same way, the little shuffle.
Looking for a pickup truck to get just about anything done? Look no further. The Chevy Silverado EV isn't just the most powerful Silverado ever, with next-level towing capability and technology. It also offers game-changing versatility with the available multi-flex midgate and tailgate, which means Silverado EV helps you carry large, bulky, and oddly shaped items up to nearly 11 feet in length. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Visit Chevrolet.com to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in places that could expose you to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, their US-based restoration specialist will fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
This year, Santa's bringing the power of Energizer into his workshop.
Whoa, the Energizer Bunny's got so much power.
Wait, he's powered up all the toys. I think that means we're done for the year.
I love this bunny.
He's the hardest working helper the North Pole has ever seen. And he wants all your gifts to have the power of the #1 longest lasting AA battery. So this holiday season, stock up on Santa's and the elves' favorite battery, Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
Remember I told you about that on one of the other episodes about the girl who loaded up she like stole a bunch of stuff from Target, who was an influencer and was like filming it. She got arrested for it again.
Again? During this holiday season where times
it was like
they
a
are
couple
heightened?
weeks after, and like
So it was recently. Like, why would you do that during the holiday season? They are extra looking for people that are stealing shit.
But like, girl, you also just got caught.
Right.
Like,
not smart.
No. I do wonder if there's like, you know how like they've realized that now Ozempic, and I think they're doing trials of it, has been helpful for people in like not like an off usage for it. Like, and it was just kind of like a side effect for people who were also struggling with alcoholism. It like curbed those cravings and that stuff. Like it silenced that voice. So they're like looking into it for addiction. And like, if it works on opiates, like that could change so many things.
Yeah.
And that would be great. But I wonder if there's like, because like being addicted to like stealing or gambling or whatever, like it fires off that like part in your brain. And I wonder if like that will end up being another off-label usage for it, is for like an impulse kind of thing. Because
is there a way for them to isolate that part of it where it takes away the appetite suppressant part?
Well, I think that's what they're trying to figure out, is because like what people have said that it does is, from like a mental standpoint, like physically it is an appetite suppressant, but then mentally it like silences that voice in your head, especially for people who, I think most people have a food voice in their head and a body voice in their head. And so like it silences that, and like that's insane. And so I think the people who also happen to be struggling with alcohol realize that they didn't have that voice for the alcohol there either. And so I think that's what they're studying now, is to see like what aspect of it is doing that, and like can we perchance isolate that? Because I think most of the side effects, and I could be talking out of my ass, I do think most of the negative side effects people experience from it are physical ones that are in regards to the specific aspects that are to lose weight. And like it's like digestive kind of stuff and that. And so if they can get rid of that part, that would be epic. Like that would be so fucking cool. It would be amazing. But I think that's like really cool. And I'm not an Ozempic hater. I'm definitely
when people were first using it for weight loss use, we both spoke out about it because there was a shortage. Well,
I'm a med spa hater, and I'm a med spa hater to my core.
But now it's not. It's in where there's an abundance of it now. So it's not a shortage for people that have diabetes.
Yeah, and like that's what I'm all here
parties
for.
Ridiculous.
No, not into that. And I'm also not into the fact that like, being able to, not have it run through a provider in the same way. Like I'm not even into people going to get Botox at a med spa, because like you can die.
You can die.
Like,
and then you don't have people there that know how to take care of it medically.
No. And like, even if they do, you don't have people who are confident in having done that enough. Like I'm,
when a doctor does it, if something goes wrong, they can immediately get to a hospital, or they can start doing first responder care while they're there until like a paramedic arrives. So
yeah, and it's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, I have to think back to my schooling days. It's like they're still using those skills all the time. So like I'm not a fan of that aspect of it, and I'm also not a fan of people just commenting on people's like posts or Instagram being like, oh my God, hit by the Ozempic. And I'm like, okay, this person might just have an eating disorder. Like,
right.
Or they have both. And like, it's just like such an odd thing to be like, oh, dunked on you for that. I'm like, okay, so
people
weird.
were saying that too. I won't even say the actor's name, but they just heavily photoshopped their pictures. They weren't even, because I saw them same night videos and didn't look like that. So some people have Photoshop or what's it called, the app on the phone? Facetune. Too much Facetune. So let's not comment when it could just be a Facetune addiction.
Exactly. Like, I'm just like, it's, you know, it's not always so obvious. And also, I'm just imagining at some point someone is going to comment and just say like, no, I'm incredibly ill. Like, or no, I just have an eating disorder. And then it's like, do you feel silly? How do you feel now? Okay. So I did find my 2024 predictions on my notes app, and I read it, I don't know, this time, a couple weeks, around this time, give or take a few weeks, last year. So I would like to read it out loud, and we can figure out together if what came true or if we need to research to see if anything came true.
Okay.
So first one is Mila and Ashton divorce. Now, I honestly think that we're in the process of it.
I think they're together forever. Like, I think they may be just two people that are perfect for each other.
Yeah.
In a very specific way. Aren't they moving out the country?
I don't know, but I will never forget her face in the like, I've been seeing him do like good photo ops of like him like handing valets like hundreds of dollar bills like facing outwards so they can like see, like the paparazzi can see how much he's like tipping them or whatever. And I haven't seen her as much. And so I'm like,
I haven't seen either of them. I guess they're just not on my radar, but I did hear about this. This is from Yahoo Entertainment, like yahoo.com. And it says, fans are wondering why Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are planning to move to Europe. This was after reports about the same propped up online in light of Kutcher's association with the highly controversial Sean Diddy Combs hitting the web and accusations and criticism being flung at the actor not long after.
Wait, he has Diddy relations?
I guess so.
Wow, this man has stayed problematic.
Yeah, and it looks like In Touch Weekly also reported on this. And then Ashton's so exasperated that once again he's being dragged through the mud because of his past associations, the source claims. Also bringing up his past associations with Danny Masterson.
Do you think he'll write a character letter for Diddy?
You might already have.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still holding out for that.
Okay. You still got, we're recording this on December. Well, I say that as if this doesn't come out tomorrow, as if there's going to be a big difference.
Oh, you're right. I keep forgetting that too. Then the next one is someone will be murdered on the 9-month cruise, or we're going to have another one of those people who like blows up the bathroom, plain shit. It's going to be wild. Now, this one is a little dark because I'm pretty sure someone did die.
It's wild how this was such a big deal at the beginning, how people were becoming TikTok famous off of it. And
then they just had to stay there.
They just got bored after, like people on the cruise and also people that were viewing it were like, we don't care anymore.
No, that was the craziest part, is that like I do feel like as an audience we got bored first, and I was like picturing them going, imagine how we feel. Imagine how we feel. Like you can't just like stop tuning in now. Like, and like it's wild. And obviously the first passenger who died February, so it happened pretty quickly.
It was 2 months after.
Yep.
Also, I don't know if you heard about the cruise ship that's going to be 4 years.
Oh, Melissa, I've been getting ads on Instagram targeted because they said, we think you'd be interested in this.
Because they're touting it as being away during Trump's presidency. And
don't forget, they also have a 2-year, which they then call the midterm plan that you could get.
And to me, this seems like a trap to get Democrats on and then do something with the shit.
who's going to be on the ship? That's my question. I go, who's it? What do you mean? I'm feeling like it's going to turn into like an L. Ron Hubbard. We're going to have a mixer with the Scientology cruise. And then you're going to get in there and then you're never getting off.
And I looked at it just because Melanie sent it to me. I do not want to be on a cruise, period, point blank. But it does cost less than my actual living expenses are.
When I saw that, I said, well, shit. You can also buy a lifetime membership condo kind of a thing or whatever. And it's like, and you can go however much you want to in a year. And I'm like, okay, for sure. That's not a lot. It's honestly 0 is how much I want to go in a year. And so they're like, as your retirement plan, I'm like, at sea? My retirement plan is the sea? No. Yeah. No. You can't do that for, like, nobody can do that for eternity.
No. Even it just messes with you. Looking at the people from the 9-month cruise, their early videos versus when they were getting off the ship.
Scurvy.
A lot of them look a lot different.
Like no, everyone looks anemic, scurvy, and like traumatized. Yeah.
And a lot of people like bailed before the full 9 months anyway.
As they should. Yeah. And I think they should have expected that. I feel like they must have. Anybody
sharing a room with like a sibling during all that time? Good God.
No, I think so many people probably got divorced. I think
there needs to be a documentary.
I was just about to say that. Like, I would love to see that. Like, what happened to you before and after. I wish it was a reality show.
Yeah.
Confessionals. I would have loved that.
That's pretty much, what was it? Road Semester at Sea.
Shut up. They did a Real World for Semester at Sea?
Yeah. I mean, it was it was for years. Like, there would be a whole semester at sea that they would do. Was it Real World or Road Rules?
Wait, that's actually crazy because I know so many fucking people who did Semester at Sea and nobody told me about a reality show.
Road Rules. Yeah, it was Road Rules, Semester at Sea. They did, 8 seasons, yeah.
Holy shit.
Streaming now on Peacock. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie are back.
That's hot. Loves it.
For a show-stopping reunion that will prove putting on an opera is anything but simple.
We're really good at this.
One thing's for sure, they won't be upstaged.
Good to have you back. Come on, we've got a show to do.
Paris and Nicole, The Encore, a 3-part reunion special. Streaming now, only on Peacock.
Deck your home with Blinds.com. DIY or let us install. Free design consultation. Free. Plus free samples and free shipping. Free.
Head to Blinds.com now for up to 40% off site-wide, plus a free professional measure. Rules and restrictions may apply.
This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
My next one was, we're going to find out what that lady saw on the plane.
Motherfucker. We're never going to find out.
We're never going to find out. I do think she knows state secret. Like, I'm like, she knows something. And I think that she has been amply paid for.
Silenced.
I don't think that she is silent. I think she has been silenced. Mm-hmm. And you know what? For the way this year has gone, I actually no longer want to know.
I don't want to know.
I'm good.
I completely forgot about it.
Me too, until I read it.
So, and they probably used one of those Men in Black things to clear our memory.
Yep.
Looks very much like this.
Next one, Elon loses the Twitter password. That did happen at one point where he fired the people who, whatever, and like Twitter was down for like what, 24, like it was something.
Not long enough.
Yeah, and it was that. So that is, I think, an equivalent. I would also like to make this my public statement. fuck you, Nicholas Jonas, because Melissa, and you know I have been a Nick girl my whole fucking life.
Happened.
He quote tweeted Elon Musk. Parentheses, positively, yesterday. Or day before yesterday.
Oh.
I'll read it to you. Elon Musk quote tweeted the Tesla Silicon Valley account when they posted, wait, everyone thought Elon was doing the brand of Tesla and he shouldn't be involved in politics. Tesla is up 100% since Donald Trump won. And it's a screenshot of Elon Musk and the decline of Tesla, basically being like that, how that didn't come true or whatever. And he quote tweets that saying, my, how the tables have turned. And he used a gif of the Jonas Brothers when they are like turning a table. They did a bit. It's just forever ago. And Nicholas Jonas quote tweeted it with, take us to the year 3000 with a picture of Elon Musk pointing his finger. I wrote down the submersible happens, but it happened in space. I do think that happened quite quickly. But I don't think that they went on it. They like planned to go on it and then they said, actually.
But there is that it's not a submersible because it's actual NASA, but those astronauts that are stranded there and they keep extending.
And they're like, don't worry about it. There. Let them out. They don't have enough Dippin' Dots for this shit. Another Ted Bundy movie. No, but I will say I do think the Menendez brothers does suffice in the sense of sexy murder. That
you can always count on Ryan Murphy.
I was going to say, I'm not discounting that. I think that, I think we've said sometimes violence is the answer. You know, I stand by that. I think the sexualization of that was no, and that's the same vibe of the Ted Bundy movies. Andrew Garfield gets a girlfriend or has a baby, and it's Zayn 2.0. So this did happen.
What does he mean by Zayn 2.0?
When Zayn has dated like anybody publicly, it was, I mean, sorry, no, when Zayn left One Direction. And it was like an absolute like sobbing, crying, hysterical, like we're never going to be the same. Andrew Garfield did have a girlfriend, but it was only mostly public after they had broken up. She was a witch. And she is selling, I think, courses, probably through Fiverr, about like how to find a partner. And it worked for her to have Andrew Garfield for like a point in time. And so like I think that people should try it out. Chicken shop date with Oprah or Meghan Markle. I'm still holding out on both of those.
Yeah, I mean, that is a goal. She
had a year.
She had a great year. Her chicken shop date with Andrew Garfield was great.
There will be another war movie, of course. That happened tenfold.
Yes.
Club Chalamet is in jail or pivots to Pedro Pascal or Jacob Elordi. So I did look up. They have only one tweet about Pedro Pascal. And they have only one tweet about Jacob Elordi. So did not come true, but
is she still tweeting about?
Well, of course, because Bob Dylan, the movie. And you know, that is of her era.
Next.
Zach Bryan will be canceled. That's fucking crazy.
There's, as you have also said, there's like 3 of them that have the same name, and I don't know which one that is.
He's the melted Lego. He was just like was blowing up in country music, and everybody was obsessed with him. I had zero knowledge of this man. I know nothing about him. Didn't know about his personal life. I knew nothing other than the fact that like all the worst people you know were absolutely fucking obsessed with this man. And then he started infiltrating my playlist because he did a duet with Casey Musgraves. And I said, no. I have not sought this out because I don't like the people. And if you liked his music, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I dislike you, but like the people I knew personally who were like, oh my God, love him. I was like, yeah, no. And everybody was touting him as like, oh my God, like he's the progressive version of Morgan Wallen. And I remember looking up one time to like find his politics, and I go, you mean he just hasn't totally came out as a Republican, so that's why he's like no. And so he got canceled in such a huge way this year. So
what happened?
He was emotionally abusive and I think physically abusive to like all of the people he dated. He paid off that girl $12 million. He tried to pay off a girl $12 million to not talk about their breakup. He is horrible. He like got on Twitter and was being pro Kanye and like all this like horrible stuff. And then was like, sorry, I shouldn't like drink and tweet again. And like, he's just like said and done horrible things. He was his first wife, who he was married to, he served her divorce papers while she was deployed, which is great.
So much happens in white news that just skips right on past me.
This is the tangential, like my For You page will be people talking about this. They're like, oh my God, so I've seen this everywhere. And I go, have not seen this. We'll hear this in passing from that side of my people, where it's like, okay, it's the same way I get reality TV news from other people who watch it. And so that's where like on my For You page, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm learning about this. He has never naturally come across anything. The only time was when he did that fucking duet with Casey Musgraves. Then we have a new Casey Musgraves album, which did happen, and it was great, and I loved it. I said Jensen McCrae will get Noah conned, which is, did I say McCrae?
Still don't even know what you've been talking about. This is the
It's
same
too late
person.
for Noah Conn, Melissa.
Yeah, I don't even remember you talking about it during this point in history. So I don't know. And I don't want to know. Like I said,
you would love Jensen,
white
though.
news. I don't know what happens in white news.
Noah Conn is white news. Jensen McCrae is not white news. She is. White people do love Jensen McCrae. Jensen McCrae is not white. She does make sad girl coffee shop music. She has the most gorgeous, beautiful tone to her voice. And she is blowing up on TikTok now. She has like rapidly increased in followers since the last time. And guess what? This bitch opening for Noah Conn. So I do feel like that one was pretty fucking accurate.
Cool.
Then I said Rachel Zegler will have her redemption arc, and it's happening. I love it for her. Wonderful. People finally were like, oh, maybe we shouldn't hate this literal teenager for doing a role that she was cast to do and paid to do, and making commentary about, modernizing aspects of it. And people are like, she should die. And now they're like, maybe we are being a little too harsh. So yes.
I haven't heard one thing about her since that happened.
Oh, no, she did the new Hunger Games movie. And
didn't know there was a new Hunger Games movie.
Well, yeah, because you're Divergent girl.
Actually, I did know, because the only reason I did know is because people were asking Jennifer Lawrence if she would return to the series, and I was like, why are people talking about this?
Oh, so that makes no sense considering this is like a prequel, like hundreds of years, not hundreds, but like she was not alive in this.
I just didn't understand why people were talking about it.
Oh, why it was coming back.
There was a new one, but even with that, I didn't hear anything about the movie itself.
You might have seen the red carpet styling. Hunter Schafer wore the most fantastic like looks. It was giving the same vibe as Zendaya in the Mugler Dune bodysuit kind of thing. Like she's wearing one that like literally had wires and like butterflies coming off, and like everybody trying to pose with her was like, and she was like, sorry. Like the fashion was impeccable. I saw far more about Hunter's like styling for it than I did about the movie. I still haven't seen it.
Was it good?
I haven't seen it yet. I should see it.
Also, your meter.
Wow. It's actually incredibly rude. Because here's the thing. That movie, if it's
You
bad.
love bad movies, though.
But not like. There's certain genres of bad movies that I like. A bad action movie. I like a bad rom-com. But like.
Is Hunger Games not an action movie?
It's like dystopian YA kind of a thing. And the original Hunger Games was not good. So like. If like Twilight made a new fucking movie and it was rated 20%, I said fucking winner, perfect. If it was rated 90%, I would say no.
Off.
But if Hunger Games, which like critically is well received, and to me that's like a 90. If I saw a Hunger Games movie that had then 20%, I go no, that's the wrong. The ratios have to match.
Okay.
And then the last one, unfortunately, is the biggest L of this whole list because it's actually quite the opposite. Actually, no, it's not, because I wrote this with positive connotation in my head, but how it's written does not have positive connotation. It's pretty straightforward. So I actually think this does achieve. And I wrote the year of James Marsden. And it was because James Marsden did, in fact, also have a character letter that he released for one of those Nickelodeon pedophiles. And it was the quickest fall from the most random spike in anyone's long-time career that I think I've ever seen. He was like, everyone's like, he's going to be doing so many things. Jury Duty absolutely blew up, like all of this stuff. And then immediately this came out afterwards. And then it's been close to radio silent. So even though I wrote it with positive connotation, I guess it still technically came true.
Okay.
And I think this is pretty good, like pretty well predicted list. And also, like, aside from the fact that I wrote another war movie, most of this is very specific. So I feel good about it. And then we'll think on our next one.
Good job, Megan.
I'm actually very nervous to predict next year because
who knows?
Yeah.
I look forward to sharing. There won't be a new episode of Fisting Friday next week because we're taking a little holiday break. But we will be back we don't know yet. We'll be back eventually.
Don't miss us too much.
We'll do some replay episodes, some good ones. I know last time when we did replay episodes, I released part 1 and part 2 of the Blueies. I
saw that.
So I'll dig into our archive.
Yeah. Stay safe out there, everybody. Don't get into too much shit. And if you do get into shit, call the podcast. You know?
Stay away from coworkers.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about that on Don't Blame Me. But
yeah. Stay away from your hometown exes. Unless, again, here's the thing. Make good choices. And if you're not going to make good choices, include us in the rest of it then.
Yeah.
Don't make good choices and then keep it to no, don't make bad choices and then keep it to yourself. That's like falling and nobody is around. And so you're like, I kind of wish someone was there to see that because otherwise now I feel even more dumb. So
yep.
That's it.
Stay tuned to My But Am I Wrong for more on that.
Oh, okay. I love that.
Another prediction for you. Unintentional. We'll see you on Monday for a brand new episode of But I'm Wrong. Tuesday for See You Next Tuesday.
You said, but I'm wrong.
I heard it like in my mouth. Like I felt it in my mouth, but I wasn't sure if it actually came out.
I do that,
like
all the time where I go, did I say it like that? Or did I just blank out for a second?
Yeah. And then Thursday for Don't Blame Me. And then we're going to do a little holiday break, but there'll be older episodes for us to tap into. And please listen. We love it.
We do.
And remember, you can watch these on Spotify and YouTube. Oh, buy our merch too. Like this is so cute.
It looks so good.
This one feels very collegiate to me because this is my University of Arkansas color.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it.
We're not sounding surprised that the merch looks good. It's just that we knew what the fabric was. We knew what the sweatshirts were because like we've used those ones before. Mm-hmm. But the samples that we had of the other ones, we went through a different company. And now we picked a different one and they look even better than before.
Yeah, agree.
I love it.
All right.
We'll
we will
fist bump you later.
Goodbye.
This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Post-production by Coco Lorenz.
Production assistance by Melanie D. Watson.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Just keep it simple.
I'm making the promo.
Just keep it simple. Just say, hey, we're the Brav Bros. 2 guys that talk about Bravo.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're the Brav Bros.
No.
Oh.
Dude, stop with the voice. Just keep it simple.
I've seen promos on TV, dude. This is how you get the fans engaged. This is how you get listeners. We're trying to get listeners here. If we just say, oh, we're 2 dudes that talk about Bravo, people are going to get tired of it already. We need some oomph.
All right, then fine. Let's try to do it with your voice.
Brav Bros.
Good job.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all. I'm JJ.
Hey, guys. It's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests who share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like, it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Hi, I'm Laura Cathcart-Robbins, and I am the host and creator of the podcast Only One in the Room. Every week, my co-host Scott Slaughter and I invite you to join us and lose yourself in someone's incredible Only One story. We talk to real people dealing with issues like infertility, the death of a loved one, human trafficking, and women who, fake it. Oh, and we want to be fair, so we talk to celebrities too. Emmy winners like actor John Cryer, supermodels like Amber Valletta, and rock stars like Ryan Dusick. Everyone is invited to share their Only One story with our listeners. With 21 seasons and counting, we guarantee you that Only One in the Room has a story that you'll connect with. This podcast is for anyone who has ever felt alone in a room full of people, which is to say that this podcast is for everyone. Download Only One in the Room on Apple or Spotify today.